anywhere near a little bit. Something as it used to, don't feel as good as it used to.
Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bulls will get us started with the opening kickoff. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll bring him down to get... on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Gonna run it. It's Baxter. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Ewers. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's complete on the right side. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Golden. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Golden. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Not the start this kid was looking for. The very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Here comes the Texas offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. To throw, it's Ewers. Oh, he wants it all. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. You know, when I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying to beat him to the left. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. He's got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Oftentimes, these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the
I mean, it feel good when you do the covers and shit, though.
That close, and you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot.
Let it go, bitch. No.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged around. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Go sit down.
They'll throw it on first.
Sit down.
Give me that shit, nigga. What is you doing? Can we get some more money before half?
There's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start.
I hope so. I want to at least get through like 8 games of the next season. But this is my last game in Heisman, and then I get to go. I'm getting demoted after this. Oh shit.
Quick touch pass to the receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Running toward the tape.
Mm-hmm.
The 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick. A 42-yarder from the right hash.
Give me money.
It is good. And they'll push that lead out a little.
I started with ball.
The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half.
You come out here with this weak ass team, and you must be trying to get into the playoffs or stay in Heisman or something, nigga. I would do the same thing with UNLV, but I ain't trying to stay in Heisman. I don't think I got no chance, even if I did move up 24 slots. For real. I got my ass taxed. This season. No, like just in the Heisman season, I think I went like 7-3. I'm gonna show you after this.
Can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with 1 way. Get our confidence going. We just got to get something going.
The game over with. He can do all the shit he wants to. I mean, I don't give up 3-score. I don't give up 3-score wins. 3-score deficits. Here.
A good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And after having a nice game like that on first down,
and then if you get your Xbox going, so like when we all get 26 going, like me and Chris, like I got a thing with me and Chris on it. Like if you get yours going, we can make you a little head thing too, like a cartoon head or something, or a logo or something, and then we can play the 3v3 on this bitch. Boy, you must be crazy.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second.
Yeah, I'm bumping niggas, boy. I'm allowed to do that.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half. With a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
I swear to God, any other soap I bring, nigga, that shit stay in the room.
If every attorney can get into the step,
What do you mean, yeah, if you using my shit?
step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some. He's got first.
Yeah, that's why I brought my towel and the one towel that you gave me.
And they just
I got my black towel and one towel that you gave me, and then it was a towel that was already in here.
Yeah, we used for 200.
Yeah, and I know they was in there using my dry towel too.
So nice then to have this guy.
Like all of us using the same dry towel.
Throw it to him on third down or hand it off. He's got the vision and the
You
athleticism.
putting your nuts on my face, you putting my ass on your face. Come on, gang.
Marching down the field. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust.
Boy, no. The fuck? The fuck? Nigga? And I'm a return specialist. I'm a return specialist. I'm a return specialist. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about a double pass. Nigga, I'm on that shit. Nigga, that's fine. I want my points. Fuck you mean. Fuck you mean.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
You know what I'm saying? Texas. Texas.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
He could talk to you too, huh?
He got his mic on. He just can't say nothing.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football and the hands team gets the job done. South Florida is back to the Bulls offense. This possession will be a test after wandering that long drive throwing a kick 60.
Come here.
Well, I think this is really dependent.
Trying anything and everything, huh? None of that shit working.
And help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
This defense is frothing.
Told you I got the slow jams on, nigga. I'm hot.
They got all momentum, so they're ready to punt.
It's like I never even left. I'm whooping ass like I never even left. Come here, boy.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The Bulls in the hurry up. Caught behind the
Come here, fat boy.
tackles. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll slide it up to 28.
Tav, you gonna piss me off,
Picks
dog.
up that first down. It would be decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. You're
Actually, that's not even Tav. Who the fuck is out here on the outside?
But because of the
McCougar, scoot your ass out. Or no, that's Jade. Scoot your ass out, bro.
we can get 6.
Stop playing with me.
From the gun. Give on the end.
Come here, man.
Finds just enough room to pick
See,
up
most niggas in the game, bro, they be trying to run to the wide side of the field so they can try and outrun shit.
just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Let's look at Jade. Scoot your ass over, bro.
Off the pass.
Give me that!
And he is
I'm the
finding
turn specialist.
Nigga, fuck is you doing? Boy, look how hard you running, boy. Wait on somewhere. I'm out of there. What'd he say? I'm a return specialist. Go on somewhere, gang. They sleep on the nigga. Eh.
What about this
They sleep on me.
defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide
Nigga,
receivers.
NCAA 26, nigga, y'all gonna see me on TV, nigga, watch. Swear to God, that's how hard I'm going in every day. Boy, what? I'm going top 100. Watch. Watch. Niggas want to have 1,000 games? I'm going to have 1,000. That's what I'm talking about. High five. That nigga was on the pot, nigga. I said, look at him on the pot, nigga.
Take it. About ready to kick it away.
Baby, send me. No.
Not going to risk
You know what I'm saying? Coach 11 Story, you can always subscribe to my stream, my YouTube, Vegas Underrated, just like the name you see, you feel me? I understand I'm beating that ass, but go ahead and help your boy out. It takes a village.
Get out. I'm gonna come and go speak with you in a minute.
Come here, man.
I'm gonna come speak with you in a minute. Yes, sit down.
You gonna come speak with him?
Yeah.
That's what you want to talk?
Yes, sir. I mean, that's what he didn't do.
He'll do it himself.
Come here, nigga.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know where to go. So just cut your losses. Absolutely slide. Don't take the extra punishment. Just give up on the football.
What Gabe be streaming on Twitch?
Here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. No secret what he needs here.
Come on, gang. Stop playing with me. First rounder. First rounder. Future first rounder. Future first rounder. Stop playing.
Bringing it back.
You know what?
He'll finally go out of
No, they calling him dad.
showing off all the skills after
You know
that
what?
interception.
Man, this defense did a
What?
good job under this situation. You got the lead, you got the passing, and you
Yeah.
got you get pressure.
You really got that look like a
I'm a teenager at heart.
Maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Oh, look out.
Some stop playing with me.
Yet
See that?
another touchdown. They just added
Nigga, Eve, they sleep on you, Isaiah. Sorry ass niggas.
Your son.
Nigga, get your ass outside and drink out the hole.
He's not. I'm sorry. I'm spoon fed.
Nah, nigga, 90s around here.
Oh, spoon fed.
Nigga, go turn the hose on. Yeah.
Hose on and turn the hose on.
Fool. So,
Exactly, you heard him. Turn the hose on and turn the hose on, nigga.
turn the hose on and drink it. It's bomb.
2 different hoes. Yeah.
About to kick it away.
We gonna turn both of them.
It's bomb. The water is bomb.
Call for the fair catch.
You eat.
Good.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Brown will throw it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Comes out throwing on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games. Forget the heartbreakers. This play.
Brand new season. We finna run this shit right now, bruh. I'm hot. You know what I'm saying? I should have stayed in the motherfucking Heisman. But you know what? We gonna get back up in there, you feel me? We Gucci. Let's go.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The defense going to stop the clock. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense set for a first down play. Let's go. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
To the air. It's Milroe. Starts to scramble to the left. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to run it. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, there are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Henderson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
They'll go to the ground. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Hey, that's a live ball. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Still looking, on the move. On the move, he fires. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! Lining up to add another. Back to throw. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Line gets set, first down. From the gun, the ground game. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Second down coming up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's looking for an open man on second down. And the ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Gets it out fast. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Miller with the ball. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the 30. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Give to the running back. Alabama will get the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is. and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
It's complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Finds the tight end. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wide receiver shows motion. On the ground, it's Baxter. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. With the run on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to get in the end zone again. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Buying some time. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. On the run, it's Haynes. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Dances away to buy time. He's taking a deep shot. Fires into traffic, picked off. Turns it on in midfield. That can be a momentum changer after the end.
GG's.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game, and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bolden. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with gotten with a touchback. First down here for the offense. They want to run it left here. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Ewers. He's going to fire deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And once he got loose, it was all over. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. A first down for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. It's Bernard. Still running at the 40. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now
throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Looking to throw, it's Ewers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
This one's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that ball is picked off. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. If you want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You've got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Inside the 30. He's loose. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Motion from the offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Golden. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. The matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He'll take it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They
unleashes one deep. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Yeah, and bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, when you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball, and you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Looking to throw it again. They're bringing heat. On the run, still looking. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. A third and long coming up here. Coming after it. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think it's really hard as a quarterback to know when to put touch on the ball and when to throw that thing as hard as you possibly can. And right there, I don't think you need to throw it that hard. I think he could have softened that up a little bit because he had a chance to hit the guy deep for a big play.
The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over. Excellent field position here for the offense. He's going to pass. Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Looking to the big tight end. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He'll throw on third down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Now on second down after the good first down run. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he said...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. He'll take the deep shot. And it's knocked away. They'll give up. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Longhorns will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense getting set for first down. Snap it to the back. Runs through the tackle. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They'll go with a direct snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They go to the ground. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll give it to the back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They'll throw it on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And here comes the offense on second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Across the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush. Let it come up the field a little bit. Get it to your running back.
Boy, don't get on the mic after you done got a touchdown, bruh. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, nigga. What the fuck, bruh? Go on with that bullshit, bro.
And the extra point was good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that.
He's off to the races. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. The play action fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got it. They will score. Touchdown.
Oh, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo.
I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working good.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Running to Green. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
They'll run the toss. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the 1st down.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Alabama quickly back to the line. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And the quick shuffle pass. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Milroe. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, going to the air. Spits it out to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense. He keeps the drive alive.
Unloads it downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Alabama pushing the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Feeling some heat. Trying to get to him. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end.
I'm Nick Saban with this shit. I'm Nick Saban with this shit. Boy, fuck out of here. Boy, fuck out of here, nigga. Go on somewhere and then go to bed, nigga. Night, night. Nigga, fuck you talking about. Boy, nah, nigga. I don't need to gamble, nigga. Go to sleep with that L, nigga. Fuck you mean. Night, night, nigga. Night, night, nigga. I'm Nick Saban with this shit. Boy, fuck out of here. Fuck you in your mouth. Nigga say, nigga. You a fuck. Weak ass hoe. What'd you say? You cold? I don't even think the air on right now. I don't even think the air on right now.
This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. This matchup today is part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another
Man, oh, what's up, my bro? You alright? Yeah, I'm trying to make this new YouTube video, and I want it to be so dope, but there's so many haters on YouTube, man. It's just like, bro, let's do a video right now. Let's do a video right now? Right now. I mean, I got a ton of it. Let's do it, dude. I ain't been getting high, not even a little, baby, I don't wanna lie. I know when you text me, girl, I don't always reply. But you're not an angel either, you can't even fly. I notice, you think that you notice, I've been
through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down for this offense. The give on the inside. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's held. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences, they've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. And we've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice third down stop.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Dropping back, it's Arnold. Going over the top. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown Sooner! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. What a snag by the defense. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, man. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, man.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He wants to throw. Steps away to find some room. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. A shot toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Looking to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. Afterburners coming. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Sooners. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Coming out with it, it's Golden. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Quarterback extends the play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on it. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. That is a decision he will likely... brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Pulls his way forward. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
To the air, it's Orji. Got his man quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
They move the tight end all over. The running back has it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
The inside handoff. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll fire to his right. He holds it in, and nobody's close. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Offense set on first down. Wide out in motion. Back to pass, it's Orji. Using the quick game. At the 45 on his way. And the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure after he makes the catch. That's a costly giveaway.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for room, it's Baxter. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. On second down, wants to throw it. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Smokey the Cannon not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
Now, I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Wants to throw. It's Orji. He finds his man. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. First down to start the drive after the break. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Give to the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to move it through the air. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Smashes through. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They'll ride the hot hand. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Scanning the field, it's Orji. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Loveland. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. They want to get this defense on its heels. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. Touchdown, Michigan! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Got his man on the right. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Golden. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker.
You gotta subscribe to my channel and stay subscribed, and then I'll play you.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. When that receiver got
All right, if you still sub tomorrow, because I can see when you sub, if you still sub tomorrow, I'll play you. But you got to stay subbed after we play, though. No matter what the ending is.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Going up top on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they're trying to put something.
I love Texas playbook. I love Texas in general.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They'll immediately call timeout. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Getting some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he got loose, it was all over. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Oh, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finish shows just how potent they are. An 88-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like,
pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he doinks it off the left upright. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake, obviously.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Forced out of the pocket. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, this defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Uncorks one. And they gambled in their own end. Turn it over on down. Welcome, everyone, to Pasadena, California, and the Rose Bowl. In the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains, Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Sturdivant. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Drives into the pile just to pick up of 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the offense falls on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sturdivant. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UCLA will go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Tosses it incomplete.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
And they will score. Touchdown, Texas. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking for a man. It's Gordon. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
And the Bruins in the hurry-up. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. It'll be a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. On the option. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Fires and picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And you have chances like that. When you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Just a short pass to the tight end. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Back to pass, it's Gordon. Right down the middle. Picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Jones.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this. Create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Quick pass on the fly motion. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. To throw, it's Gordon. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On fourth down, they're taking to the air, using his legs to buy some time. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And the Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Longhorns want to move quickly. To the air. It's Ewers. Makes the grab. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Golden. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense in the hurry up.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle.
He uncorks one deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Off the RPO, complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Gordon. Bought a little time. Lets it go. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Well, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. He was looking for some running room, but found as he stopped at the 18. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Lucas. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Douglas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Touch pass on the run. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Here's the handoff. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The DBs will back off a bit. They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Holmes. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Finds his man. It's Holmes. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter. And they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Connerly. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. The give to the back. Crossing the 30, he's got away. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, you got to be precise with that throw through the QB, right? It's a corner route. It's against man coverage, so you've got to get it out early, and you got to put it out over the shoulder of the receiver so he can catch it for a big gain.
He looks that one in nicely. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rifles it down the middle. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you've got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Coleman Hope. Working that left side now. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Noles headed quickly to the line. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Caught over the middle. It's Holmes. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, looking to pass. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Noles! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Connerly. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. And the Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out. And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Rebels! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lucas. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Noles are on the move. Using his legs, it's Lucas. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a nice gain, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They think there's room to run to the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up fourth.
He's got him, and they convert. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Lucas. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll fire. Pocket starts to collapse. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's...
Touchdown, Florida State! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's White. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Hand off from the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Seminoles inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Here's a throw downfield late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense came into this game with a great game plan, and today they have been challenged, and they have answered that challenge. That was phenomenal coverage, reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the ball. You cannot do it any better than that.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Fires it. Can't find his man. It'll